a detailed series of how Aries can make money, but I'm going to go really specific with each sign, even more specific than I normally do, because obviously there's levels. So this one really is going to hit it. And, the thing about Aries is how they make money is basically one of the reasons is competitive. Competitive environments. The reason why they need competitive environments is because Aries thrive off competition. So I'm going to go through basically the environment that I feel, or 7 different environments that I feel that Aries would truly, truly thrive in. And the first one, which is I think is obvious to most people, which is most competitive, is sales. Sales environment, specifically when it's commission based. Um, well, you can make big bucks with your commission. I think when Aries has that competitive environment, because they're so active and because they're so enthusiastic and energetic, and they really like to go for what they want to go for, they're highly ambitious. So when it comes to sales, Aries are very good at sales because they give high energy. And when you're trying to sell anything, it's all about the energy that you're emitting to get the person to, number one, trust you and see that you're actually confident. And when Aries is in the sales environment, they do come across confident. Number two, Aries are very convincing in terms of, like, you have to have faith in, or you have to have belief in somebody that you're buying from. And Aries will come with high energy, high enthusiasm. Plus, remember, Aries rules the mind, so they come with intelligence too to get that sell. So and plus, obviously, if you're in environments where other people are making sales, Aries wants to be the best. So they're highly competitive. This is the key. Another competitive environment for Aries is sports. Now, you don't have to potentially be a professional sports player, but as an Aries, you should be involved in some sort of sport activity that allows you to utilize that high level of energy for you to compete in. And that will actually help you gain more money on things that are outside of the sports that you're doing, because you are utilizing your physical body. Because Aries rules the muscular system. So Aries needs to use their body, their energy to actually do things. And being in a competitive environment like sports will shed some of that energy that they need to shed, and also allow them to connect to that competitive edge that they can also utilize in their career. Number 3, software. I'm not in my normal environment myself. I'm actually in Barbados doing a lot of things here right now. So I'm going to be here for a while in Barbados. But software development is, yeah, software development is one of the most competitive environments you can find, because software is always, technology is always upgrading, always moving and multiplying, always changing. There's always new things to come, new things to understand, new things to learn, new things to develop. So being in the software development industry for an Aries, they're really going to thrive because it's so highly competitive. You have to be on top of your game at all times to really be the best and maintain, because in 6 months, in 1 year, so much can change in terms of software development. So you need to be on your job. And that's what Aries like to do. Aries likes to be on their job. It's the energy that they have behind them, so many different things. And it's the mind. The mind is highly active too. And and even if, software development, you're mainly going to be on a computer, yes, but their mind is active. They're constantly doing something, trying to learn something, trying to be something, trying to better people, trying to compete with everybody else in their industry. Do you know what I mean? So it's really good for them. It's really, really healthy. Also, media. Media. Social media as well. I would also say social media too, actually. I'll add social media. Now, the thing is with Aries, they don't 100% really like social media. I'm not going to lie. Aries aren't the social media bugs like some other signs. But when they are, they're connected. So it is probably more the media aspect than social media, but I will add it because social media is so much about what media is today in 2025 that you have to kind of, if you're in media, you have to kind of be knowledgeable at least in social media. But if you're in the media, if you're if you're in the public domain, or if you're behind the scenes in the public domain, it's a very competitive environment because you normally have a high end job that so many people want. If you're in the media, so many people want your role, so many people want your position, because, and number two, people are always watching you, so you are always kind of like making sure that you're better than everyone else. You're competing against everybody who is also in your field and who is below you in your field too, because we know it's just the next person waiting to jump and take your throne, take your spot. So media is highly competitive. It's actually more competitive than social media, because social media really doesn't have a no one can take your spot in social media. You know, you're not kind of like run by a mega rich company. Social media, you're run by your own thing that you do most of the time, and so therefore, someone taking your spot, I mean, all you need to do is just continue to improve and and do you to make sure you maintain your spot. It's not. It's like more self-competitive than competing against everyone else. And the thing with Aries is that they are very much, they understand themselves, and they very much uh, motivate themselves. They don't need anyone to really motivate them. So it's more the media aspect that gives them that competitive environment. But business owners or entrepreneurs, whatever way you want to look at it, business owners, they do have to be highly competitive. And business, if you're a business owner, you're in a competitive environment because you are competing with everybody who sells what you sell or who provides what you provide. Your competition is so many people. So therefore, as a business owner, this is a perfect environment for Aries to make the money, because they push themselves. This is why Aries are the entrepreneurs of the zodiac, because they can naturally push themselves. They can naturally motivate themselves, and they're not afraid of competition. They're not afraid of, you know, someone doing what they're doing. They're not intimidated. They're very brave, they're very bold, they take business risks in order to achieve their goals. So being a business owner really allows them to push harder. And so with Aries, they have the most energy out of all the placements in the entire zodiac sign. So that's why being a business owner is easier for them than most. Also, army. You're an Aries. If none of these are fitting for you at this moment, and as an Aries, one of these environments does have to definitely fit you. There's no doubt about it. Army is an environment for you, and I'm not like a big advocate of it. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's a competitive environment. It's highly competitive. Every single day you're competing with your comrades, so to speak. And then obviously, if there's a war or battle, whatever, you're competing again with your enemy. So this is constant competition for Aries, and they thrive. They love that environment. They love like I said, the training that people in the army do. Aries have a lot of energy, so they can handle that type of level of physicality. So this is definitely a very good environment um, for Aries to be in. And I know I said software development, but tech environment, again, it's so competitive. The tech is going to be the future. Let's be honest. We all know this. We all kind of accepted it. And Aries, to be involved in tech, anything that is technology, is going to allow them to compete, because they know that you know the advancements of technology, the changes of technology, the development of technology is always moving, is always coming week to week, month to month, so quarter to quarter. Do you know what I mean? And that is such a competitive. Uh, you have to understand how much energy you have to put into being in some of these tech environments and software development environments. It's high levels of energy for people who have no idea what these types of people do. Do you know what I mean? I have a few clients in this field, and it's a lot of input, a lot of time, you know, a lot of research, a lot of studying, a lot of learning, a lot of reading. So, you know, this is highly competitive in Aries. Like I said, it's all about being in the competitive environments for them to make the money. It's that simple. Sales, sports, software development, media, business owner, army, tech, competitive, competing. The more they compete, the more money they're going to make. It's that simple for you, Aries. Hope you guys learn from this video. And I do full birth chart readings if you want to know more about your chart, if you want to understand where you can make the money, where you can become the best self, where you can be more confident in yourself and actually know what moves to make in the future, know how to plan your life, know how to plan your year, how to plan your month, how to plan your week, even your day. Contact me, go onto my TikTok page and click the link to my website. Have a great day.